Hi everyone, my name is Antje Roggemann. I'm a medium and a channel, and today I would like to share with you an outlook on 2021 and beyond, of what I've received, what's happening and what's just being started and initiated. And also, to my own surprise, which I didn't know before and didn't plan before, I also going to be delivering a channeling from Joseph of Arimathea, who was a relative and advocate and disciple of Jesus. I've asked who's going to support me in doing this video, and I pulled his card, and then I received the message that he wants to be channeled as well. So he wants to give you a message as well, which I will do at the end. And his affirmation is, I accept help gratefully. So as you know, last week Saturn and Jupiter moved into Aquarius, and we had the great conjunction on the December the 21st. And I did a channeled meditation, and there were 15 participants, and I've received feedback from those people. I've also experienced my own stuff going on, and it took me a few days to actually get a picture of what's happening, and also then I received information from the angels. And what is actually happening is that people are processing a lot. A lot of negativity has been released through the clearing in the channeled meditation. That was very powerful. I actually had a really hot head, neck and shoulders after channeling, which I've never had before. That was very special. And one of my followers actually said that she experienced something similar, and she said it felt like burning karma. And I was like, bingo, because that's what it was. And that's what the Great Conjunction initiated for humanity and the Earth. So basically what's happening right now is that, and not just in 2021 but beyond, is going to be a karma release and reverse. What does that mean? Well, you and most people are going to start having come up all sorts of old memories, behaviors, family patterns, also from past lives. And that comes up now. It's being triggered because it needs to be released for the future to be different. A lot of that is negatively affecting your life, and a lot of that is negatively affecting humanity because most people have gotten used to all of this from past lives, and that needs to be cleared. And then what's going to happen is you are basically going to experience the opposite, which is the positive opposite, and that's the reverse. And the interesting thing is that I'm already starting to experience that. So for me, I've started karma release like 15 years ago. The reason being that I am now at a place where I can support you with your release. And today I can tell you that there's tools that make it easier than when I started 15 years ago. And also the energies are very different. Everything is much faster. A lot of that has changed in the past year and in the past 3 to 4 years. So when I started, everything was much slower. I had to work through a lot of karma physically by living through it. And yes, it's possible that you have to do that too, or you've been doing that up until now. But if you suddenly feel more coming up than what you've been used to, and I've got that feedback from people. I've also received new clients where it's very apparent that there's huge amounts of karma coming up right now to be released, which I didn't have before. So if you experience something like that, that's because it wants to be released. And just so you know, and that's the topic of Joseph of Arimathea, I accept help gratefully, is I am offering healing sessions with angel symbols, and they are there for exactly that. They are there to help release trauma. They are helping releasing karma, karmic patterns, because karma is a rather complex blockage. And one thing up front, you can't release your karma by yourself unless you work through it only physically, which is not the nicest way. But other than that, you need angels to do that. And karmic patterns, which result out of the karma, have to be released extra. So it's a bit of a complex topic, and you will need help with that. And I'm telling you that I'm here to help you. So this is an offer. Of course, I cannot force anyone, but I can tell you from my own experience of the past 15 years, and trauma release in my case even longer. I would never be where I am today if I had not had people who helped me release trauma, and if I had not had tools like the angel symbols to release karma, and the angels and archangels and ascended masters, which basically come through the angel symbols as well. So don't attempt to do that alone. That's actually a trauma response if you try to do everything alone. If you need help, you can contact me. I'll put links down below in the description. You will also find information on my website and on my Instagram page, and I put those links down below. So I'm there to help you release karma, trauma, also any kind of blocking behavior in sacred unions, or in your life purpose, because that is all connected. There's a lot of karma coming up right now, especially for women, that is from past lives, where they were prevented from living their life purpose, from living their abilities, from having financial and business success. They simply were not allowed to do that. And often in this life, you have to release that karma before you can actually be successful in your business and in your finances. And sometimes relationships have to be released as well, because they are karmic and blocking the woman's financial success. So it's a complex topic. I've been learning about it because of my own personal experience through the past 15 years. I've learned to recognize when karma is there, trauma is there. And my abilities have become very heightened in the past weeks and months regarding that. So when someone sends me a message, and I've had that twice last week, and describes me their situation, I don't even need to pull a card. I immediately get what's going on. And then I pulled a card anyway, but I immediately got what's going on. So do yourself the favor and accept that help. And that is what's going on to go on for the next decades. It's something that has started for most of humanity right now. So that karma release, and that the reverse comes at some point, but not right away. So that karma release is going to go on for the next decades, and it's going to go on for humanity and the earth, so that basically somewhere at the end, I don't know when that's going to be, earth and humanity are going to be fine. And it's interesting that I'm getting that message right now, because I've already heard it from Lee Harris and from his guides Disease before. So there is no humanity is going to disappear. That's not going to happen. And the earth isn't going to disappear either. So we are releasing the karma that has been created in the centuries before and reversing it and making it better. With that being said, I'm going to switch and let Joseph of Arimathea speak to you. So I'm going to close my eyes. If you have never seen me channeling before, I'm going to close my eyes and my voice might change. And remember, a channeling is not just words, it's also a transmission of energy. Welcome everyone. This is Joseph of Arimathea. I wanted to speak to you today about the coming times. Like Antje just said, there has been a big shift happening on December 21st. And you may have well felt this shift in energy because it is profound. Jupiter and Saturn have moved into Aquarius, and it is said that you are now starting the age of Aquarius. And sometimes it's called the golden age of Aquarius, referring back to the golden age of Atlantis. Back in Atlantis, many of you had been incarnated as well. And a lot of you are now remembering your abilities and your knowledge and your wisdom that you had in Atlantis. And you are now bringing it back into this age, into this life. In the past decades and centuries, there was no place for this knowledge, wisdom, and for your abilities. You often were not allowed to use this. You often even were persecuted for it. So many of you will feel themselves confronted with those past negative experiences, we also call karma, when you start to go out with your abilities, knowledge and wisdom, because speaking it out, letting yourself be seen, is triggering that past life trauma and karma, and that needs to be released if you want to really freely express yourself, feel safe in being seen, and really be who you are and who you came here to be, and contribute what you are meant to contribute to this time. So there needs to be a healing phase, a clearing phase for you before you can really be who you're meant to be, and before you can really draw on everything you have already experienced and learned and practiced in past lives. And there's loads of different ways you can release trauma. There's also different ways to release karma, but you will always need angels for that, or Saturn, the Lord of Karma, or appeal to any light council to get your karma released. And that usually happens in pieces and in layers, not all at once. So this is a process, and you will need dedication and patience for it. Don't get frustrated or angry with yourself or others if things don't work out. Instead, ask for help. And that is what I'm here to tell you. Like Antje just said from her experience, you will not be able to do this on your own. And if you have a habit of doing everything on your own, that's a trauma response. You have often been forced in past lives to hide, to protect your life, and to be on your own and do things on your own. So that is a past life trauma response. If that is coming up, ask for help. If you are impatient and want to move forward quickly, that's an ego response and possibly trauma response as well. So get help with that, and remember that everything happens at the right time for you. Everything happens in divine timing. There needs to be alignment for things to happen and to fall into place, and you are not the only person that's part of a situation. There's others involved. They have their own learning path. They have their own learning speed, and you need to be respectful of that. You can't push someone else to learn faster, to grow faster. In fact, if you are trying to do that, they are just mirroring to you that you are impatient with yourself, and that there's something that you need to look at in yourself. Always remember that others mirror you. So if you see something in someone that you like, look at yourself, because you might just have that same trait in yourself and don't see it and don't appreciate it in you. And the same with something that irritates you in someone else. Always look back at yourself and see whether you don't have that in yourself, and just don't see it. Others are your mirrors. That's even more so in sacred union and twin flame relationships. So if you are impatient with your sacred union counterpart, then they are showing you something that you have to work on. And yes, that can be fun. But again, let yourself be helped, because that makes it easier. You are not meant to solve everything on your own. There's people like Antje and some others that have been going through this process earlier than everyone else for the purpose of being able to help you. And trust me, it hasn't been fun for them. Being alone, going through something in a big crowd of people who are completely different experiences is not always a fun thing. And sometimes they didn't know why they had to go through this. Now they know. Now it becomes clear. But in the past 15 years, it often wasn't. So trust what they've experienced. Trust their wisdom, their knowledge, their experiences, their abilities. Trust the tools that they've been testing and using, and know how to use them. And let yourself be helped by this. Let yourself be helped by angels, archangels, ascended masters, and your guardian angels. Trust that your guardian angels are guiding you to the right people. And if you've landed on Antje's channel, then trust that your guardian angels have led you there for a reason. She has had to learn that too, by the way. That we and angels and archangels and ascended masters and guardian angels are guiding the right people to her. She had no clue at the beginning. Now she knows. No one's perfect. She isn't either. She's still learning. She had no idea that I wanted to come through today. I just surprised her with that. So, you will experience old karma coming up. You will experience old trauma coming up. If you get stuck in any situation and you don't know why, you can't move past a certain hurdle, it's mostly karma or trauma. Get help. That is my message for you today. Get help and feel into whether Antje is the right person to help you, and then accept that help. We've been putting her through all this so that she can help you today. So draw on this and accept it. And we will be here helping you as well. We will deliver more messages and channelings for you. Accept the help. Karma and trauma release will be an ongoing process for you from now on. And that's all I wanted to share today. Speak to you next time. Bye. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's all for today. One thing I want to share, or two that just come to my mind. There's going to be a new channeled meditation on January 7th. And you can register for that and to receive the video. This is going to be, the topic is Release 2020 and Welcome 2021. And also because the topic just was or is today karma release, trauma release, and release of old patterns. I have a course that has been running for the past 3 years. It's called the Energy and Clutter Clearing course. It is a 15-day course with the whole purpose of clearing out a lot of areas in your life in a structured way on 15 days with the help of angels, archangels, and ascended masters. It contains meditations, prayers, tasks. There's a trauma healing and release process in there, and it covers a lot of areas. It covers clearing emotions, it covers clearing relationships, it covers clearing family patterns, it covers physical clearing, digital clearing, clearing your home and workspace, clearing social media feeds. There's one part clearing for children. Karma clearing is also included with one particular way of doing it. And this course is receiving an upgrade this year, next year actually, for 2021. So it starts on February 1st. And it's receiving an upgrade, and this is 3 channeled energy clearing videos, 1 each week, and angel symbols being put on the names of all the participants to work with them and to support them in clearing. That course starts on February 1st, runs until February 19th, so it's always Monday till Friday. And it's on purpose in the Mercury retrograde, and that's the first one in 2021, because the retrograde energy always supports review and release. Yeah, that's the 2 things that I wanted to share. So for everyone who is on a release journey, I recommend that course. The information is also on my website, and the next channeled meditation to release 2020 and welcome 2021 will be on January 7th, and you can sign up for both. That's it for today, and I see you in the next video. Bye!